I am Fran Heathcote, President of PCS, and I want to talk to you a little bit about this Thursday night. This Thursday night, PCS is holding a Facebook Live event. The purpose of that is to hear from you with any of your questions, comments, observations about what's going on. So you'll be aware that the National Executive Committee met recently and made the decision that we would ballot our members on the campaign and where it's going and what happens next. So between the 3rd and the 31st of August, there will be a ballot. Unlike a statutory ballot, which is always by post, this ballot is internal. It'll be run by PCS and it will allow you to vote electronically. That means it's really quick to do. And we want as many people as possible to participate. But of course, we know lots of you have questions and lots of you have concerns about the campaign. So Thursday is an opportunity for you to get all of that clear in your mind before the ballot opens and to make sure that you're ready to cast your vote and have your say. There will be all sorts of questions and comments. Don't feel that what you've got to ask is too simple or too obvious. Nothing is too simple or too obvious. We want to hear from all of you, and we want to make sure that when the ballot opens, people are informed and confident to have their say in what happens next. So you can send questions in advance, and many of you already have. We've had lots of questions coming in. You can leave it until the night. Obviously, the risk with doing that is that so many questions come in that we maybe won't get through them all, but don't feel that it's not worth putting a question in, because it's really important that we cover as much ground as possible and that people have as much chance to have their say as possible. So it's 6 o'clock this Thursday night. It'll be myself and Mark Sawatka fielding the questions, taking all of the information that you give us to feed it into the Facebook Live, and that'll be going live, as I say, on Thursday night. Please join us. It'll be really good if you can share that, if you can publicise this, to make sure that as many PCS members as possible get involved, and that when we have our discussion on Thursday night, that we cover all of the things you want to know about the next stage of the campaign. You'll be aware that the government has made what we would call an offer in inverted commas, but obviously the detail of that is now down to departments to negotiate, because as we know, pay is delegated. So every employer group will be having a set of PCS negotiations between the management and the union negotiators to tease out the detail, if you like, in what the remit says. So the remit is the figure that the government sets, but of course beneath that is what happens at a delegated level. So what happens in your employer group or department. Those talks are ongoing in lots of departments, but we know in some departments they've concluded. So for example, we've seen some of the detail around the Home Office arrangements which were published last week, and obviously that has thrown up lots and lots of questions, both from members within the Home Office but also for members in other parts of PCS, saying, well, what does this mean for us? You know, the Home Office deal looks very good, but what does it mean in my department where I'm employed? So Thursday is an opportunity to come and have that discussion, come and ask those questions. We'll get through as much as that as we can in the time we've got. You know, I'll be chairing, Mark will be fielding lots and lots of your questions, and between us, hopefully we can add quite a lot of clarity to what is obviously quite a complicated situation. So please join us, please come along and have your say, and that way we can make sure that we cover all of the things you want to know before the ballot goes live on the 3rd of August. Thank you.